This is an after dinner speech, and the occasion is after my rehearsal dinner, and I'm speaking to my close friends and family that attend the dinner. And I'm going to be speaking about an adventure me and my fiance Will had. I guess it was one of our first real adventures together. So last summer, me and Will decided to go camping together. We were pretty confident about it, thinking we'd just go have some fun, do some fishing and hiking and swimming and all that good stuff you do when you're camping. We had both gone before, but we had gone with our families, so we figured we knew what we were doing, and we definitely did not. First of all, we went in the middle of the night, which was a big mistake because it was about 11 o'clock and we could not see to pitch our tent. It took us about an hour to pitch our tent until we realized we were using the wrong instructions. Instructions from a different tent had been put into the tent we were using. So once we realized we were using the wrong instructions, we finally got the tent up, which was still hard because it was in the dark. And I'm sure our neighboring campers just completely hated us because it was nighttime and they were probably trying to sleep. So we finally got the tent up and we were okay with everything because we were excited about our day and just went to sleep. So the next day we get up and we go check out the water and the stream and the river to go fishing and swimming. But when we get there, it's all dried up, so we can't do any of that stuff. So then we decide to go see this waterfall that was supposed to be this really pretty sight. It wasn't even that far of a walk. We get there and it is just this trickle of water running down rocks, and it was just not worth anything. So after that, we go back to our campsite, and it's about noon, so we're ready to eat lunch, and we're sitting there eating sandwiches because we can't really make anything else, and we're just frustrated because we've got the rest of the day ahead of us and we don't know what to do. So finally I was like, well, let's just go on this hike. There's supposed to be a really pretty view at the top of it, and I was trying to convince Will to go because he was just frustrated, and I finally convinced him to go. And so we start hiking, and it's about 100 degrees outside in East Tennessee. So that's like 100 degrees plus humidity, which is like a lot of it. So we're sweating bad within like 5 minutes. So, but we just keep going. We're gonna make it because we're not gonna quit. We're tough. So we're gonna make it to the top of this mountain. We don't even see anybody else on this trail because it's so dang hot outside and nobody's that crazy to be hiking up a mountain in 100-degree weather. But we did it. So we're hiking up the mountain and we see some deer, which is kind of cool. And we're pointing them out every time we see them, and I'm like, oh, look, there's some more deer. And I pointed down to them, and just because like I heard them like running around, so I was like, oh, look, there's more deer. And Will was just like, those are not deer, they're black, let's keep walking. And so I just kept on walking because I knew exactly what I meant. We had just seen a bear and I was not a happy camper. So I just kept on walking, and we finally made it to the top of this mountain. It was probably about a 10-mile hike. It was crazy, but by the time we got there it was very pretty. We could see a good view of some mountains, so I was glad we went. So we go back down the mountain, and then we have to eat dinner because we're very hungry after hiking up a mountain in 100 degrees. So I'm all excited because I brought my hot dogs, and I was like, oh, I can cook us hot dogs, but then I realized I didn't bring any aluminum foil. So we tried to cook it on the grill, but it was just terrible because the hot dog was just chipping off pieces of the grill and metal was in the hot dog, and it was just not good. So we ate s'mores for dinner. Needless to say, we learned a lot from this experience, and we came out alive, and we didn't break up, so I guess it was a good experience, and it was an success.